Be patient and focus on the journey. If you have ever felt stuck, maybe you've tried all the things. Maybe you tried changing your schedule so that you can be more consistent with your exercise. Or maybe you tried cutting out certain foods so that you're able to eat better. Maybe you've even tried having a night routine so that you're able to sleep better. But you may still feel stuck. Here's why. You need to understand that your health and fitness, it's a journey. It's going to take a while for you to start to actually change certain things about your life, to develop good habits, to take out the bad ones, and to truly change who you are. Because, yes, it's great to change your schedule so that you can exercise more often. It's great to cut out certain foods so that you make better food choices. And it's also good to have a night routine to prepare well for going to bed. But if you're doing those things and you're lacking patience, maybe you're feeling stuck and you're feeling very frustrated that yes, you have made those changes, but you're still not where you want to be, take it day by day. Take it day by day because there's going to be days where you don't want to go to sleep. Maybe you want to be on your phone. And those are the desires of the flesh, to seek comfort, to not implement discipline. Maybe there's going to be days where you have planned to go do a workout, but for some reason you have a temptation to just sit down on the couch, watch TV, and the enemy puts a lie in your head that you're too tired, that you've already done what you had to do for the day. You don't need to go work out. Or maybe there are certain foods that bring comfort to you, and you've believed that for all your life. And because of that, when you try to cut out foods, they just seem to keep calling your name, and you go back to your old habits and you binge eat. So, if you've ever suffered with making those long-term changes and you've only really done work on the surface level to make those changes through willpower and discipline, it's going to require more than that. So that's why I created these 3 tips for you to take away so that you can start to make long-term changes and truly start to look at your health and fitness more as a journey rather than a destination. So let's look at number 1. Take it day by day. This is very important so that you can understand that each day is going to be different. Each day will have its own setbacks, its own battles. You're going to have to go through it a different way compared to tomorrow, compared to the previous day. Because as much as you can make your life a routine, as much consistency that you can have in your life, you're going to have a different schedule on the day-to-day basis. You're going to have to move some things around. Maybe emergencies pop up. You have to be able to modify around that and find ways to still move your body, to still eat well, to still sleep well, so that you prioritize your health. So taking it day by day is essential for you to be able to do this long term. Number 2, get back up after setbacks. So we're humans. We're not perfect. There's going to be times where you fall. There's going to be times where you satisfy a craving that you shouldn't have late at night. Maybe that reinforces a lot of guilt and shame, and it leads you to eat more, possibly even binge eat. Or maybe you can't seem to get rid of your phone at night and you doom scroll and you get 2 hours less of sleep and you wake up feeling tired and frustrated. So those are setbacks. Those are mistakes. But now that you're conscious of the fact that those things are not going to serve you in the long term, you have to be able to dig deep to the root issue. If there's certain emotions leading to that type of food, if you're not managing your stress, or maybe you feel lonely that leads to you being on your phone at night and not getting the sleep you need, you have to dig deeper. And that actually goes into our 3rd point, which is seek identity transformation. This is where you truly start to make changes long term. Because when you make changes to your identity, who you are, who you know you are, that's when you can start truly to develop good habits, Stick with this long term and prioritize health even when your life gets busy and crazy. Because you may have kids, you may be married, you may have a lot of things going on with school, whatever it is. You have to be able to seek identity transformation so that you're able to prioritize health long term. And that's not easy. I've had to go through that, and it's one of the hardest things I've ever ever had to do in my life. But that's why it's really important to look at your health and fitness as a journey. It's not a sprint. Yes, there is a destination with a sprint, but with a marathon, the destination may take longer. And it may take more of a process, more setbacks, more roadblocks, so that you can actually get there. When you look at your health and fitness that way, you're going to be able to push through hard times that you haven't been before. You're going to be able to overcome temptations that you haven't been before. And trust me, it's going to be hard. But I'm not here to bring you comfort. I'm not here to give you motivational words. I'm just here to give you the truth. But what matters is now you know the truth and now you know how to prepare for it. And I promise you, if you put this in God's hands, if you pray about it, if you go in with this mindset that I'm going to improve my health for God's glory, I'm going to improve my health so that I show up better for my family, so that I can also move around better in my day, have less aches and pains, that's going to be a great motivator. But you have to be able to change who you are and truly make those changes long term. So if you feel like this spoke to you, I really hope that you're able to take these 3 tips and implement them, take action with them. Comment down below which one of these 3 you're going to be implementing starting right now. And I hope you can share this with anybody who would find it helpful. Go ahead and like it, and I hope to see you guys next time.